Hello Year 2. Today we're working on the pencil detail for our Lowry inspired composition. So I've got a range of colouring pencils here. I'm just going to talk you through where I'm going to add details. So I've already got my pencil lines, my background wash. My next step is adding detail with pencil. So I'm going to take my black pencil first, and I'm just going to add a little bit of a shadow here, because this is where kind of the roof of these buildings comes along here, and then it goes straight across there like that. So just a very gentle black line, doesn't have to be really scribbly or thick, it just runs along to show kind of the shadow where the roof comes down. And then this end wall here, I'm just going to put in a line, a dark line here and here. And then I'm going to just emphasize some of these lines on these buildings that are near the front of the picture. Now, controversially, the artist Lowry uses quite a lot of black outlines, and a lot of artists don't like this style. They think that, you know, the outline should be done in a darker shade of the color of that object. So for example, if it's a tree, it should have maybe a green hue in the shadow. But Lowry, when he painted, used a lot of black outlines. So that's what we're adding in here. Okay, and then I'm going to put some black outlines around the door here. Now, I'm going to, when I go over my window lines, I'm going to make sure my pencil is sharp, and I'm going to do these with a sharp, accurate pencil tip. Okay, so let's put in our window lines. So I'm going over a lot of these details in this first building here. Let's see, let's do this window up here. Okay, now when I'm finished with this building, I'm going to use my white pencil, okay, and I'm going to fill in some of the white details. Now, I've got a bit of a tip for you. Depending on the type of paper you've used, sometimes a white pencil won't show up. So if you happen to have one of these paint pens, these can be quite good for showing the whitest parts of your picture. So I'm just using my Posca pen on this part of the window. I'm actually going to make sure you can see that. I'm going to use my white pencil just to smudge those a little bit so they don't look as circular anymore. Okay, so we'll leave that like that, I think. And then what I'm going to do is going to outline some of these windows here. So I'm going to put in some more of these lines with my black pencil. My chimney up here, I'm going to fill that in. And I'm going to put very gently some black smoke coming out of the top. Okay, let's see, I'm going to go over these windows as well. Okay, and then I'm going to just pencil these ones in, the ones that get smaller and smaller further away. Okay, and then these doors, I'm going to make these red. So with your red pencil, you're going to fill in your door, and then you're going to colour in, but we're going to get lighter as we go across. So let's just put that door in there. Okay, colour in, and we'll gradually get lighter. Okay, colour in. And let's colour in that one. Okay, now some of the windows have like some orange curtains in them, so I'm going to just do the top here with a little bit of orange. Okay, and then let's see, I'm going to do my door, this door here, I'm going to do my door brown. So I'm going to put in my door panels with my brown pencil. And I'm going to just show where the corner is, and then I'm going to colour these bits in dark, these panels that I made, and then I'm going to do the rest of the door a little bit lighter so you can really see those panels. Okay, so there's my door, and then this part of this shop actually has some wood panelling up here, so I'm going to make this bit above and below here brown, and I'm going to make this bit here also brown, and then let's see, I think this bit here brown. Okay, so I've worked on this side of the road. I'm going to move over and concentrate a bit more on this side of the road. So I'm going to do similar thing. I'm going to add in some of these window lines with a black outline. Okay. Obviously the windows gradually get smaller. And I'm going to do exactly the same thing with my doors on this side of the road as I did over there. So I've got my red pencil again, and I'm going to do the same technique. So I'm going to put the door in with the arch, and I'm going to make this side dark, and then I'm gradually going to fade. Okay, let's do this one. Colour this side dark and gradually fade. Okay, here's another one. And the way I make one side darker than the other is just how hard I press with my pencil. So I press hard when I colour this door, and then I get lighter as I move away. Okay. Okay, and then I'm going to add some more detail because there's quite a lot of stuff going on in the background over this side. So I'm going to just fill in some details where the spire is. And then I'm going to fill in some details where the roof is. Like this. And then I'm actually going to outline my factory back here with brown. So my factory is going to have a brown outline. Okay. And I filled in my windows. And I'm even gonna do, I think, the chimney with brown. Okay, and now I'm gonna do my church outline, and I'm gonna use my black pencil again, and I'm going to just go over these lines like this, and I'm gonna add in, I'm actually gonna add a little extra detail here. I'm gonna put another window here on the church, there we go, and then I'm going to go over this bit here, and I'm going to add in a really big window here. Okay, and there's my roof there. Let's just make this. Okay, and then my clock tower. Let's put that in, and then let's go over that like that, and then I've got the roof there. Okay, now I'm going to move down to the foreground. Okay, so near the bottom of the picture. This is the part of the picture that's closest to the viewer, and we're going to just, still using our black, we're going to just pencil in some parallel lines here. Parallel lines just mean lines that run exactly apart. They run next to each other and they always stay the same distance apart. So I've got my two lines there, and I'm going to just shade in between them. Just gently, I'm not pushing as hard as I did on some of these other details. I'm just shading really gently along here. And then I'm going to put in the top part of the path here. Okay, and I'm going to just do the same technique on these bollards as I did with the doors. So let me just outline them first, and then what we're going to do is we're going to shade one side dark by pressing heavily, and the other side's going to be lighter. So I'm going to press hard when I colour this part, and then really lightly on this part. Hard on this side, and then lightly, hard, and then light. Okay, and then I'm going to just put in some of these perspective lines here. Now when I get to the edge, I go straight down. This is maybe something that might be a little bit too tricky for you, but once I put these lines in, I go follow the perspective line, and then I go straight. Okay, and then I'm just going to follow this line here all the way to the end of the road, and then I'm going to follow this line here all the way to the end of the road, and then I'm going to work on the front of this house here. So this door, it's actually quite a dark door. I'm going to use my black pencil to outline it. In fact, I'm going to outline my arch as well. So there's my arch. Put in my little outlines there. I'm going to outline my window here. Okay, and let's see, let's colour this door. I'm just going to put in some more of these outlines that the artist uses. Okay, and then let's see, this one, I'm going to have a little bit of black there, and then I'm going to give these windows some of these orange blinds that the other houses have. So this house is going to have an orange blind in the window, like that. And let's see, this house is here. Okay, there we go. And then this arch here is kind of, let's say, very light orange. So let's just put that line in there. Right, I think that's all the detail I'm going to add for now. The next step is going to be to collage some people on, and we're going to make the people in a separate lesson. So the final step will be to make the people, and we're going to add them onto this picture. All right then, well done year 2. Bye bye.